John, congratulations on the handover on the 1st of August 2013 of this magnificent facility. Can you give us an idea exactly what sort of a build this is on a world-class scale? Because this is a wonderful facility, but it must be a massive build.
Yeah, I think the first thing to appreciate, Rob, is that we started this with funds approved of a fixed amount of money. Not a penny more, I think the Minister said to me on a number of occasions. If you were rebuilding this today, now that the property market has kicked up pretty strongly and there's a lot of work around in Sydney, I think you could add at least a third to its price and maybe more than that. So we built at the right time. We built with a wing and a prayer a little bit, Rob. It's not exactly back of the envelope stuff, but when we had the option to either take the grant or not, we obviously couldn't let it go, but we weren't quite ready perhaps. Base builds are okay, design and engineering is okay, and architect, but fitting something like this out, is a really nightmarish function. And fitting it out and how you finish it, and you've seen it today, is really why it works so well. A lot of great architectural features, but fitting it out and the way we've done it is just makes it from good to great to superb, in my view.
It must place a fair degree of financial strain, something like this on the club. We've had to race at the other tracks. It brings crowds are a problem, etc. You're having to actually conduct a massive operation in the middle of a huge build. So how's the club travelling now?
Yeah, the club has good financial health. I guess a simple thing to say, maybe a bit silly, but we are regulated heavily. A lot of the income in this industry goes via the regulator. Old saying in the world, Rob, the golden rule is he who has the gold makes the rules, and that's perhaps applied here in many ways. Not to be unfair about them, because they've taken the journey with us and they've ticked every boxes along the way, and I admire them for that. But yes, of course we've struggled. We had our major asset closed for 18 months or so. No income at all from this place. We had to maintain a lot of jobs, for good, sound commercial reasons, and redeploy people to various places. And we've had to really tighten our belt. But that's no different than any other business, perhaps, except to have your major asset taken out was probably unique.
Behind us there was a facility on the other side of the old member stand, which was planned for a hotel. Can you give us an update on what's happening there?
Yeah, look, the hotel which sits behind us, Rob, you might even pick it up on the camera, has been leased. There are documents executed with a world-class Australian-owned operator. We are waiting on funding. Like so many things in racing, we're waiting on funding. I don't think there's a single doubt in my mind that hotel won't be unique. 174 rooms, jump off the balcony, land on the track, converts to race day use on race days and carnival days, have the backup here of universities and hospitals looking for that space. It's in short supply, and a highly accredited partner with the ATC in running the hotels. We don't want to run hotels, and that's the reason why we've gone down this route. This is a building that will pay for itself under 10 years. Wonderful asset, but it's the age-old funds program. We need to get a little bit more, not forceful, wrong word, but maybe approach the funding problem a little bit different. And maybe the modern term for it is not mezzanine, but this sort of stuff is not often done with banks these days. It's done by people who want to invest in good projects, and they're individuals or corporations rather than banks. So I think that's where we have to knock on a few of those doors.
Looking forward to the new season?
Yeah, I haven't had much time to think about it. I'm a breeder and I love racing. My day doesn't get me too involved in that, unfortunately. But I at some point in time want to sit back and re-enjoy the simple answer to that question is everybody wants a piece of you for whatever reason, and I suppose that's why I'm in the job, and I expect that. But it's not easy. I can't remember the last time I had a bet on a race course. And I put my quaddies on before I go, so I've got something to think about when I come home. So that's a simple analogy, but time is very precious. I think I spend 40 or 50 hours a week here, Rob, and I have other businesses, of course, and other obligations and duties. So it's taken a lot of my time. I don't know. I'd like to build that hotel though before I'd move on.